Part of our mission and vision for His Glory Global is partnering with missionaries around the world to help maximize their impact. Right now, we're in Guatemala doing just that. We're working with Dave and Debbie Amsler, who oversee One Way Guatemala. They have an incredible ministry that reaches out to children and youth all over the country. We just finished a really unique project that saw us installing a studio for One Way Guatemala.
Debbie and I are running a ministry that's called One Way Guatemala. It's a ministry to children and teenagers. We're especially focused in public schools. We do Planet Kids every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. We do medical outreaches. We're in the middle of building a church. And now we're going to be focused on developing resources for local churches. And along with that, we'll be doing a lot of leadership training in local churches around the country. Well, we're with One Way. We're doing a lot of interaction with dramas and choreographies, and we do music. And I'm looking to be able to develop my own soundtracks for dramas. That's one of the primary reasons that we need this studio equipment. We also hope to begin to record some young Guatemalan musicians and use some of their talents, vocal or instrumental, whatever it is, and be able to record that. We're hoping to create resources that local churches can use. Sound projects, dramas, music for choreographies. So we got a lot of work to do, and I've got a challenge to produce all of that stuff.
Our team members in For His Glory take their personal passions, the things that fuel them, that drive them for success, and they use those to make an impact for the kingdom. Things that they could use for their glory, they instead use for His glory. One of those guys is Lucas, who has an incredible passion and love for music and audio production and engineering. And it's a skill that he's used to help us and to help people all over the country in their careers and in music creatively. It's also a skill set that he's got to use in the mission field.
So by trade, I'm an audio engineer. That's what I went to school for, is audio engineering. And as becoming an audio engineer and becoming friends with musicians and other producers and other audio engineers, I really started to take my audio engineering skills and the people I'm around to turning them into producer skills, into musician skills, and it keeps adapting, and I keep going around in the circle of being an audio engineer, producer, and musician. Whenever I even started getting into audio engineering, I had always been in the church and always had the heart for the church, but I never really found a way besides like running sound at a local church to actually benefit the church or benefit a ministry. And since I've been in For His Glory, I've been able to use my talents and my skills and what I've learned at school in so many different ways. And I still struggle. I'm like, I have these awesome skills that I've learned, but I haven't found a way to really truly put them into the field, like to maximize people's impact that are in another world, in another country. And whenever whenever this project was brought upon me, I lit up. I was just super excited because this is something I love to do. Like, I love studio work, and once it came up and once I knew what it was for, I immediately thought, I was like, well, how many people can we do this for? How many other missionaries need this? How many other people need something like this who might benefit and take the kingdom of God to other places that it's never been before. So the goal, according to my opinion, is to, as being a producer or an audio engineer, is to make the music or the production of whatever you're doing, if it's live sound, if it's recording, is to amplify that production, make it the best that it can be. And whoever's creating it, if it's me or if it's some other person's, I want to make sure it's whatever their vision was, and that it's going to impact people in a huge way, in whatever way that it needs to impact people. And it's going to impact people differently, which I think is amazing. I think that's a big reason why I even went into the audio engineering producer industry. So, learning how I can help musicians make their music the way that they want it, the way they want it to sound, the way they want it to be arranged, has like really correlated my love for helping people. And ever since I started doing that, it has opened up a whole new world for me that I can share the gospel through my audio engineering skills and producer skills in other countries like Guatemala and Thailand. And I think it's amazing because God gives you these skills, right? And you don't understand necessarily because maybe you didn't think He was giving you those skills. Maybe you thought it was like a selfish type of thing. You're like, hey, I'm gonna go do this because this is what I want to do. But He always brings it back in a really awesome way.
We deeply appreciate the support and the prayers that we feel from so many. As missionaries, we're willing to be here, but we can't do it alone. We're not here alone. We represent you. We represent people like you who come alongside of us and do what we can't do. With training, support, with prayers and encouragement. Every time we get to the place where we feel like, we're not doing all that much, maybe we should just come home and get a real job. God sends people along like for His glory to give us a kick in the pants in the right direction and encouragement. We go, okay, I think I'll sign up for another few years.